የተከበራችሁ እንግዶቻችን ቤተሰቦች ጓደኞች ኢትዮጵያን የምትወዱ ወንድሞች እህቶች አባቶች እናቶች ሁላችሁ እንኳን ለዚህ ለ123ኛው የአድዋ ድል መታሰቢያ በዓል እንኳን በደህና መጣችሁ። ፕሮግራሙን እንዳያችሁት በቲኬታችሁ ላይ የተለያዩ ፕሮግራሞች አዘጋጅተንላችኋል። በመጀመሪያ ልጆቹ ሌላ የተዘጋጀላቸው ፕሮግራም ስላለ ዋናውን የንግግርና ሌላም የግጥም ማቅረብ ከመጀመራችን በፊት እባካችሁ ልጆቹን ወደ መጫወቻው ክፍል ወይም ደግሞ አክቲቪቲ የሚሰሩበት ክፍል ብትወስዱልን ደስ ይለናል። አሁን እንግዲህ እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ። በኢትዮጵያ ታሪክ ማህበር Ethiopian History Society በእነሱ ወክዬ እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ ብዬ ላመሰግናችሁ እወዳለሁ። አብዛኛው ፕሮግራማችን በእንግሊዝኛ ነው የሚሆነው። ንግግሮችም አሉን፣ በአማርኛም ንግግሮች ግጥሞች አሉ። እንግዲህ እያደባለቅን ይሄን ሀገራችን ነው ያም ሀገራችን ነው፣ ስለዚህ እያደባለቅን ፕሮግራም እናካሂዳለን ማለት ነው። በሁለተኛ ደረጃ በኢትዮጵያ ማህበር አቶ ዮሲያስ ታደሰ፣ ወይዘሮ እጸልይወት ወልደ ጊዮርጊስ፣ ወይዘሪት በልዩ መንግስቱ አራታችንን ኮሚቴውን ይሄን በዓል ሊሆን እንደዚህ እንዲሆን ያበቃ ነው። ሁለተኛ ነገር በቮለንቴሮቻችን ብዙ ሰዎች አሉ። እንደው በቃል ለመጥቀስ ጊዜ ይወስዳል፣ ግን ሁሉንም ሰው በጣም እናመሰግናለን። So I'm going to start to say things in English now. We are celebrating the victory of the 123rd victory of the Battle of Adwa, as you know. And this week, from the February the 19th until March the 1st, we have designated it to be Ethiopian History Week, where we remember the Battle of Adwa, the victory of the Battle of Adwa. But not only that, we are going to remember the martyrs that were massacred by the Italians on Yekatit 12. And this time on our meeting, I would like everybody to stand up and have a minute's silence to remember the massacre and those who lost their lives at that time. To repeat what I said in Amharic, to repeat for those who speak only English, we're celebrating the 123rd victory of the Battle of Adwa. We're also commemorating the 82nd year since the massacre at Addis Ababa. And this is a very important part of our history. Of course, we talk about victory, but we always have to think of the people who lost their lives for those battles, for the many battles that were fought and that made Ethiopia such a name in the world. And our victory was not just for Ethiopia, as you know, but it's all for Africa and for black people as a whole. So we have to remember this. And the main thing that the Ethiopian History Society aspires to do is to teach and to make aware young people and anyone, especially young people who grew up in this country. As you know, they are not taught about African history. They are not taught about Ethiopian history, of course. But we have a responsibility to make sure that they know this, that they know that their country is so important in Black history and in the history of the world. So it's all our responsibility. That's why we have invited many speakers today, young and old, that will tell us different aspects about about Ethiopia, about the battle, what it meant, and all sorts of different things. And we have, I'm sure, very interesting talks coming up. So again, thank you for coming. And now I'm going to, in English, I have to say one more thing in English. I would like to thank our volunteers who always, every year, have been cooking the food that we sell, because we don't have we are not a business, so we need help, and who tirelessly carry all the wood and the gomman and the injera, and they bring it here, and that's what you've been eating today. So I would like to thank them, and I would also like to ask you, whatever you have in your pocket, we are going to send some children around. I know it's asking for money, you have paid for your entrance fee, but whatever things you have in your pocket, please give it to us. We have to pay for this hall, and then without your help, it's nothing. Yes, we organize it, but if you didn't help us, nothing. It will be nothing. It will come to nothing. I would also like to thank my husband, David Hamber, who is always, even though he's not Ethiopian, but he claims to be. He can't say, because that he is for his help every year, for his help and all the preparations. He's always taking part, for his creativity, for the media, for all the help that he's done. I know there is a closing and thank you remark, but this is a personal thank you, and I would like to say thank you to him as well. So thank you very much, and now, today is also special because our master of ceremonies is a lady. She's a young lady, and she's going to run the program. So all I say to the speakers is, please keep to your time. I know you want to say more, I know you want to teach more, but because of the time limits we have, we want to keep it. All discussions and questions and answers, we have decided to put them at the end of the talks. And all the panel, all the speakers will be available to answer your questions or to talk about the discussions you want to raise. But at the moment, we're just going to have the talks one after the other, and I'm going to pass you to Kasana to lead the ceremony. Thank you very much.
Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to the 123rd celebration of the victory of Adwa. So our first session will start off with music and song recital by Zewditu Yohannes and Nathnael Worku. So they will be joining us soon for the performance.
እንኳን አደረሳችሁ። ሀገሬ ኢትዮጵያ መልካም ዝናለሽ Ethiopia, cruising, እናቶች አርበኞች በደም ያቆዩሽ የጥንት እናት አባት በደም ያቆዩሽ የጀግና መንደር ነው ኢትዮጵያ በሙሉ